Dudes and dudettes and the in-betweens. What are we looking at? We're actually going to look at something, and I'm sure if I didn't say anything, nobody'd care. But this is something that I reviewed over 6 years ago, and I believe Tardisius sent it to me. Galactica Double IPA from Clown Shoes. This one weighs in at 8%. And I think I remember what I gave this, but let's see if it holds the test of time. Not to mention, at that time, I don't think they had anything that was in a can. What in the hell? Look at that. It's dribbling. Okay, so it looks something like that. Smells really good, but we don't have time to discuss it. So cheers. Oh yeah. What I was kind of interested in, at least for me, is the overdone IPAs. I've made the comment before. If I had to pick, I mean, I like the variety in general. I like variety, but if I had to pick, just this is it. Moving forward, you only get, we'll send you shit from different companies, but you only get what? And I'd go with an Imperial Stout. Not a Russian Imperial Stout, an Imperial Stout. I mean, it's still nice to have the IPAs, but what I've noticed is I really like the IPAs that lean more towards au naturel, less of this tropical fruitiness and that kind of shit. Just a nice IPA bomb with that nice bread biscuit finish. And this, it's not overdone, but it definitely has that tropical, light tropical start to it. And missing out on the last video was Cobra and J-Dog, and I cannot repeat what Cobra said, otherwise it cost me $5. J-Dog was Heart Club Mr. Holster. First, but not sane first, in the abyss was Joey saying here. Oh yeah, and of course, the one beautiful part is the thumbnail is always the girl that you see right in the beginning anyway. So, haha, to you, YouTube. But yeah, it got pulled. I mean, it was too racy for YouTube. I mean, the guy wanted to get my thumbnail down and pulled so he could run over and watch a girl blow paint eggs out of her vagina, or maybe it was the one that Stalker Steve sent me. And Stalker Steve, I'm thankful that you sent me that link to that YouTube video on how to shave a vagina. It's tastefully done. She's completely naked and she has another girl shaving her junk. So, at least that's acceptable. Brad says, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Smile Money says top 5, actually being 3rd. Harmarsh first, more cowbell and shots. Well, I would take you up on your cowbell and shots, but you were actually 4th. You weren't even on the podium, so. Yeah, well, I'll get to those. Stalker Steve says, I'll take 5. And Cobra says, why, do you got change for 10? Smile Money. Okay. Okay, Matt's hat. Matt's hat. Comments? Gunwild says, I think he's a character from Mario Brothers. Clyde says, my dad used to say that anybody that wore a cap like that was a cocksucker, and that's why he called it a cocksucker's cap. Smile Money, it does cut down on the glare from the lights beating down on his ever-enlarging forehead. Laugh out loud. Smile Money, licorice, really? You picked a beer with licorice? Yeah, I know. Yeah. I didn't. Well, sort of I did. I picked it over the other one. Smile Money, yet, even after reading the ingredients, you taste chocolate, both milk and dark. Maybe the vanilla beans are rotten. I can say to Smile Money, could be, great point, pretty much. I'm going with could be. I mean, they could have, marinated a little. Chuck, my hollow point. Matt's wearing what we called a skimpy brim in the 50s. Multi-Gunman says, hi, Chuck. Chuck says, you could have got that. Oh, Multi-Gunman, Matt could have got that hat from a sponge diver working out in Tampa. Harmarsh, Eric, do you remember the Matt Mason figures when we were kids? I had some of those. My brother, my brother and I built car models. I'd build mine, and my brother painted them. Yeah, wasn't Matt Mason? Wasn't he the dude that like lived on the moon or worked on the moon or something to do with the moon? He was like an astronaut. Not to be confused with Perry Mason. Still, it's okay. It's a big can. Yeah. Gunwild top 10 bitches. Rich Huff. Cheers, all. Rich, cheers. Clyde, hell yeah, revolution. Clyde, I slapped a fly on my bare stomach with one of those electric fly swatters and it fucking hurt. Clyde, every time I pissed on an electric fence, I was rabbit hunting and I blew down half a row of soybeans with a Browning Auto 512 gauge. Yeah, it's a shocking experience. Harmarsh, in Hannah, all the children were infused with 3% wolf DNA. Smile Money, Matchbox cars were my toy of choice. Collect them? Oh hell no. Crashing them on those orange tracks was a game. Oh yeah. Gunwild says, did Matchbox have a track? I know Hot Wheels did. Smile Money says, yes, both made tracks. Then again, since Matchbox came first, every die cast I called Matchbox. Laugh out loud. It's kind of like, it's like the generic thing. It's like, mayonnaise. I mean, do you actually call it Miracle Whip if it's from Miracle Whip, or do you just call it mayonnaise? I was just, asking for a friend. Clyde, 25 minutes in, still no comments. So, interesting thing, Harmarsh pointed out, and it probably makes sense now that I've had, nothing. Looks like YouTube is done emailing you stuff. Over, say, the last 3 days, I got notified of, believe it or not, I got notified of no comments over here, and but I'm still getting notified of comments for the Battle Box Mission 66 video. Oh, and guess what came today? The new grips. Oh my god. Oh my god. Altamont. They're super rosewood grips. For the end frame 629. Oh, and I just muzzle swept the fuck out of you guys. And unlike the stock grips, as you can see, they go up and turn into the frame instead of going up and turning out. The little area back here is flush with the frame of the gun. They are a little bit narrower, which actually makes me feel like believe it or not, I'm actually getting a better grip on the gun because of the pattern with the rose. And of course it does still have a Smith & Wesson logo laser engraved into it. But this rose, it feels like it offers more of a grip area than the stock grips. I mean, don't get me wrong, the stock grips are very nice for a set of stock grips, but these ones, definitely, I don't know if the camera's doing any justice, these ones definitely are taking it to the next level for both comfort. I mean, I do this and I don't feel a sharp edge like the stock ones. And I think those look bad-ass. Bunky? I mean, gives a fuck what David thinks. Bunky, what do you think? Like I said, I can't really call this a Holy Grail gun, being that it's still made. I put the Holy Grail guns in a category that makes them a little bit harder. Like, for instance, a Holy Grail gun for me is a Smith & Wesson 1076. They don't make it anymore. I also put the model 610 sort of. It kind of had to take a step back from the edge of Holy Grailness because they're repopping it, but I'd still rather have an original like Jade Elite Ammunition because it doesn't have that stupid thing on it, and it doesn't look like that. It actually has the firing pin mounted where it should be. So, thoughts? I mean, surprisingly, several of you contacted me and said that you have this revolver and that the only bitch is the grips. As nice as they looked, they were not range time friendly, and I'm telling you, these feel so much better. I feel like I'm getting a better grip on the gun, and when I can't find anything sharp, which, there's bound to be a little bit of motion here when I pull the trigger. So a huge thank you to Altamont. And of course I do say when the video goes up, I really wish they made a grip for the Raging Bull. Really wish they made a grip for this. I mean, I have to say that the Pachmayr feels a little bit better than the stock grip. I mean, I really didn't care for the red accent line and shit going down it, but boy, it'd be so cool if a company like that had a range of a few grips for this thing. Stephen saw on the news that the Democrats are calling for an emergency hearing on some shit because of the concerns of the USPS making it harder for mail-in ballots to be delivered on time due to lack of manpower and removing of some public mailboxes. These worthless cock-sucking Democrats. I don't fucking believe in the mail-in ballots. I mean, first of all, anything that the Democrats get behind, you should be concerned. Because as far as I'm concerned, the word Democrat and evil cocksucker is an interchangeable word now. I'm not saying I like Republican, because there's plenty of those being evil cocksuckers too. But right now, I mean, oh, and God, talk about, you are the most pathetic bitch on the planet if you have an R after your name and you're publicly saying that I'm not going to vote for Trump. Did you hear some of that backwash whiz? I mean, if I put a hose up a diaper-wearing libtard's ass, the shit that would flow out of that butthole was what came out of Michelle Obama's mouth on her pre-recorded thing. Oh, it's like, oh, the Trump administration is just terrible. What do you mean? Your husband is the one that fucked up this country, and Trump at least turned that fucking shit around and put the train back on the tracks. I mean, they obviously have to stand there and lie when the economy was picking up. God, right about now, I wish I actually had the video of Obama saying, those days are gone. I'm sorry, but that stuff's never going to happen again. The economy's never going to come back. You're just going to have to get over it. No, we got rid of you. Once we got rid of you and we put Trump in there, everything changed. Oh, my God. If you're hearing my voice, I don't care if you're fucking offended. If you're not voting for Trump, you're not voting for our founding fathers. You're not voting for America. You're voting for socialism, lying, a great big ass government, and when you get what you think you want, that's exactly what Hitler did. And that's exactly what the Democratic Party's doing. I mean, when you got people calling the cops because at the fucking grocery store they see some guy not wearing a mask, that's right. Hitler would be laughing all the way as he's turning around in his grave thinking, yep, proud of those Democrats. They're turning society against each other. If Obama really would have, if the Obamas really loved this country, his 8 years would have been completely different. But they don't, because they have an agenda, and the dumb people are falling for it. I am at a point. Bill, Mr. 45 Bullet, put up a thing that he basically said on Facebook, if you're not voting for Trump, you're not a fucking friend of mine, and I hope you leave. You are no longer. I hope you get the fuck off of my friend list on Disgrace Book. And I feel the same way. Because if you for a fucking second believe that the Democratic Party gives a shit, nope, they're just manipulating the weak-minded Americans into getting to their next step. And if people can't see exactly what that next step is, then we can't reach you. Oh, and I want to say thanks to whoever sent me that. I can't wait to put that on my truck. See, that's my money. Oh God, your phone has a calculator. That age math was just special. It's my money. I keep forgetting his name, but as soon as I see it, I'll remember. Famous Matt Quotes. That is Matt with 2 T's. Then Scourge. Screw tube at it again. Shots. Yeah. Oh, and I want to say thanks. The the smashingly handsome gentleman wearing the red Nike hat, giving YouTube the fucking bird. That is Sharky from across the big pond. My chef, my in-home chef. As soon as he gets here. Granted, as long as we don't have a revolution going on, the terms of the deal is he said he would cook outstanding food and be more than happy doing it. And I said, I'm going to keep putting shit in your hands out at the range until you spoo. I mean, you know, guns that is. Sick fuckers. And I did make the comment that if you take a picture giving your best fuck you, I would put it into a file. And officially, I put a bunch of things in there, but officially, Sharky, yours is the first and the only YouTube go fuck yourself picture that I've received so far. Oh, yeah, that's right. Shots. Shots. Well, technically it'd be shot, right? Not shots. I mean, I like where your head's at right now, but I'm just saying it's like it's a school night, and I'm actually thinking about quitting. Shots. Just the regular strength. What happened to my bend shut? Anyway, if we're gonna do it, we might as well have something that has a dual meaning behind it. Did I mention how badass those grips are? Altamont. America. Made in America. I guess their company kind of got started making grips for, I think it was Colt. When I read that they make that they either make or they have made grips for almost every major firearm manufacturer, all of a sudden I got kind of a cold chill. I mean, this was like, I literally opened the box. Well, I got this big ass box and I was like, what the hell? I'm supposed to get a set of grips. Why is there a box that is this big and heavy? That's because the company sent me a tool, a nice pen, 3 different length screws, and a gun cleaning mat. Plus their flyers and all sorts of shit in there. So sticker. Like, oh. So yeah, I hadn't done a bunch of research on the company. I just know that when I was looking around for some grips, there's some G10 stuff, but I wanted a set of grips that were similar to what was on it because I really liked the way that they looked. I just didn't like any of the feedback that you guys that own that revolver that shot it. And so that's why I went with something like that. I could have gone with something that was a little cheaper, that would have been G10 or something like that. But those are exactly what I wanted. But the company just offers a whole shitload of stuff. Okay, let's roll. Smart money. Yes, I fired Pete's macaroni. You can carry your pistol in concealed carry. Suddenly you realize you need more accuracy. Then you pull the plastic frame out of your ass and insert your concealed pistol. The fact that it goes for as much as a high-point carbine. Okay, now, smart money. Even you would have to admit, if I said I was going to, now, yes, smart money's right. If you fully deck the thing out, not including the price of the gun, I mean, I have the full aluminum top rail. I have the second gen, which means if you were to shoot it as a lefty, because if they actually would have gone forward another, say, 1/2 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, you could actually get your finger in there and shoot it, but the brace is actually still in the way. But the brace is not in the way of the reciprocating charging handle. So technically speaking, if you wanted to shoot it collapsed, you'd have to shoot it as a lefty. Otherwise, you're all set to go like this. But yeah, smart money is actually not kidding. For instance, I bought the thumb rests, but because I am a righty for shooting this, I only needed the one on this side, and Matt's a lefty, so I gave him my other side, and I've got the laser on here, and I'm honestly thinking about leaving it like this just to see what it's capable of. And I really don't think that, well, first of all, I would treat this just as I would treat a sighting in a rifle. I would sight this in for a dead-on aim at 100 yards. Again, like I said, if you were to try to configure something for a bug-out bag and you wanted to try to cover as many scenarios as possible, I personally think this right here covers as many scenarios as possible. You have your pistol that you could wear in a holster, and then you plug it into this thing, and if I do, zero this in, bring my vise out, mount this in the vise, dial this thing in for a direct aim shot at 100 yards. Then at 100 yards I can walk the laser over. Like right now, well, I think I was goofing off with this and I got it dialed all the way up to 4 power. Right now the windage is perfect, but the laser, I think the laser is probably right now for 50 yards. But it is adjustable. You just got a little screwdriver there for windage, a little right there for elevation. But I mean, truly, if you're looking, if you want to not argue about shit and take the words range toy out of it and put it into something more realistic, then I'm going to leave this on here, and I am going to sight this in for, just like a rifle, sight it in for 100 yards and see what happens. And no, I do not think at 100 yards I'm going to be going like this. Ready? Come on. A 9mm at 100 yards is almost a dead or a straight shot. I mean, you might pull over the top of it a little bit, but I don't know. And I don't remember anybody getting back to me on my thoughts. I guess when it is a dedicated video over on the eBomi channel, maybe then I will see what people think. And I'm guessing at this point in time it's either going to be a love it or hate it thing, because it seems like the MCK is either in the love it or hate it. And Stephen Bush, if they did offer a longer barrel, No, I'm not going to stare down the barrel of the gun, even though I'm quite sure that it is ready to go, but did not have a live round in the chamber. I don't know. I guess there's. I mean, considering how many people come over here for this shit show that are not even drinkers. Oh yeah, Steve. Steven, that. Oh yeah, Steve. Oh, settle down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, hold, please hold. Oh yeah. God. The brick. Yeah, this thing needs some serious love. Now I am not 100% sure about the. Let's just go with the. Oh, with a. I'd have to take the. I think I'd have to take the shroud out because I'm not getting the. And I think the only way to take the shroud out of this is to take it in two pieces. Steve, what's happening is it's angling in and it's hitting the top of the shroud. I can't quite oh wait might have done it that time. It's not quite the. You can see it. Except for I don't know all of a sudden why I'm. Oh, because the barrel's tilting. The barrel's tilting and it's going up and it's hitting the shroud when the slide is back. Granted, that's not quite the monster barrel that you were talking about, but I suppose if I had someone that could do some machining, they could maybe open this up a little bit more, because it's not doing anything but looking the part. I mean, you could maybe even take it completely out of there, and if you had a really long barrel, so Jeremy, you were talking about being able to shoot suppressed. Well, here we go. I have a threaded 10mm barrel that would be all set to go right RFN. I don't care what anyone says. This actually looks a little bit like your never mind. I know it's a sensitive thing for you. So either way, Jeremy, we know we can run that thing. And just for the record, it's that I run the Storm Lake that Jay from Elite Ammunition gave me. And these freaking awesome triggers. Awesome triggers, Steve. So yeah, I have this. Smile money. I have this hidden up my anus, and then I just I pull this out of my ass, give it a quick wipe down. And of course, once again, Smile Money, I know you'll be surprised to hear this, but I haven't been out to the range with this either. But I believe the whole issue with its reliability was, for some reason, the top of the slide, the sights, were making contact with the top of this. And I clearanced it out myself, so I believe I'm set to go. This has been in a location in the house, but it hasn't been set up as my primary weapon, just in case that it's truly not ready to go. But yeah. That is my plan, in case you're wondering. I am thinking about just leaving this on here, which means Project Overkill got fucked again. And then, of course, this whole thing is going to have to be a project for somebody. I don't know if Jay is going to end up with this. Oh yeah, and I see they kind of cut that so that it compensates for putting it in there, and the tilt. But this is just a big frickin' block. And it doesn't, it's not running very nice on, see? I don't think it would take much to get it, the green Poly 80, that had the same issue, and I just did a little filing and boom. Ah, fuck. But yeah, this thing is it's a little shy on some parts, and as you can see, it you know, I would still rather have this like this than have a high point. I'm just saying. That's like a slow motion train wreck. Okay. Stephen Hobson Lead. If you go 9mm with the MCK, and he gave me a link to a barrel, I'm assuming, at Lone Wolf. Oh my God. 9-inch. A 9-inch barrel. It's only $139. 140 bucks. It's not bad. It's back ordered. There's a shock. A 9-inch. It just looks like a fucking. It looks like a magic wand that bullets come out of. Steven again. You get a serialized oil filter adapter for your gun. It's treated as a suppressor, so you'll have to deal with the ATF, but maybe they have a Form 1 version. No, I would not waste my money. If I was going to do the oil filters, I would just do the oil filters and not ask mommy for permission. Because it's like, when you're done, you toss it out. Now, I think it would be financially a better start for somebody like me to just start with the fuel filters and the ones that like that one you sent me the link to. That just looks like a fucking suppressor. I mean, they nicely rounded it, all anodized and shit. Yeah, I would form one, something like that. I mean, to me, the two things that don't make it worth it, because I'm 2 years old and I don't want to fucking wait, or do I believe that we should have to beg the government for fucking anything, is to have to, like Jeremy, I could not have waited more than a year. I'd just be like, no, fuck that. After spending $1,000. Stephen, if I have an AR pistol that uses Glock mags, a G19 and a G34, and no, I would never buy an MCK. I'm super happy with AR versions. Smart Money says, I would bet that I could brace my pistol up against a tree and improve the accuracy. Then again, offhand with a rifle at 100 yards, I've dropped deer, but there was some luck involved. Smile Money, this is all in the fucking tree. Steve says, I guess it'd be okay if you're on a budget, but I try not to have to try on anything permanent. Smile Money, the lead A Celtic sub 2000 is like $400, or a high point carbine is about the same price. No thanks, and ew. Okay, J-Dog is here at work. J-Dog, Matt should stop going to the hat store. What is that? Smart Money says it came off when he realized it was making his head sweat under the lights. They're LED. What the hell? Maybe he took it off when he realized it was stupid. Smart Money. Now if you're Matt and you buy a $300 macaroni and now need to buy a handgun for it, you realize that talking out your ass is for shits and giggles. Yeah, it's kind of a back. I mean, it's like not exactly sure. Matt, you say you watch all these, so you'll probably see this, but I probably would have nailed down the firearm before I got the chassis. Just saying. I realize you can come over here and grab shit and at least go shooting. Let me see about Matt's forehead. Directly aimed at the LED is 86.7. This one I know. The one that's aimed strictly at Justin, that's 124 degrees. I mean, I guess Matt does stand over here, so... Ooh, the cooling fins are doing their work. 131 on the cooling fins, less on the bulb itself. Yeah, it's only 86 degrees aimed, 87 aimed directly. I mean, I bet your cooter is was warmer. Yeah, her cooter's at 89.6. Isn't this? Oh, it was close. Sorry. Dave Brown says, Matt, is that your grandma's or sister's hat? Smile Money says back to David, fashion sense, some are born with it and others learn the hard way. Smile Money, it is your gamer name Matt's YouTube channel. Ben N, the review should have been 3 hours. Tin Scourge, don't forget to wear your indoor mask. Yeah, I'm yeah, what? Actually, I was in 2 different stores today, and this is how I wore it. It's kind of funny because if you walk into some of these places without a mask, either they say something or they give you the look, but I literally walked around Menards. I literally walked around Menards for a half of an hour with it as a chin strap. Nobody said anything. I'm still waiting for one of those fucking Nazi lovers to say something to me. I'd be like, why don't you educate yourself? Your mask and mine right now, they're doing exactly the same thing. Cobra, here. Poco Loco, the doctor has a story where a patient died and said they rose out of their body. The doctor asked for proof. The patient said, there is a red shoe on the roof. So, they went on the roof of the hospital and found a red shoe stuck in the tar. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Poco Loco, Hannah is nothing more than a new age brainwashing liberal bullshit. I've only seen the movie, I haven't seen the series. Gunwild, the only toys I still have from my childhood were a few Hot Wheels. Yeah, Gunwild, I have a shit ton of regret, especially when it comes to the G.I. Joe collection. Especially looking at prices now. Cheap old gun guy. I'm not a Matt hater, but damn, that hat is gay. That hat was gay in the 70s, and the earrings don't help either, brother. Matt, never ever wear that hat again, unless you're going to the Blue Oyster Club from the Police Academy movie. Matt's hat may or may not be still exactly where he put it when he took it off. McLean 5179, Eric, it's time for Plan B with the kid. Call me. McLean, I want to know how many blunts Matt smokes before a show. My guess, 3. Anyone who would like to take a guess, please do. McLean, naughty night, my drunk little princess. Pleasant dreams, you beautiful moron. Wade with the 3 answers. Wade says, The Boys is a great series. Gotta watch season 2 soon. The super dude has mommy issues, laugh out loud. Another good is Hunters with Al Pacino. And I can say, can't wait, I'll check it out, thanks for the info. I'll say I'll check it out, but you're gonna have to remind me somewhere other than in the comments, because I can lose those. No, right now I'm done with season 1, but I've backed up and I'm watching it again with Christine. But I think season 1 was 8 episodes, and as soon as I'm done doing this and cooking on the grill, we'll be hunkering down with episode 7. So I will probably be starting season 2 tonight, but I'm glad I watched it twice. I mean, Christine, if you see this, I'm glad I watched it twice. I realized that I dozed off. I mean, you got to keep in mind, me and Sam watched season 1 start to finish, so that was eight hours. But I'm glad I watched it again, because I caught a whole bunch of shit that I didn't get the first time. But oh my God, to this moment in time, it's the only series that I've ever started and finished the same day. And then watched it again 24 hours later and was just as involved in it. It is so fucking well done, and God, I mean, it is what I think a superhero in today's society would be. Homelander, he's the Superman-ish guy. He's got the laser eyes and can fly and super strong and blah blah blah. He's just the fucking biggest prick. But I don't want to see him die, because I mean, I don't know, he's a prick. I mean, some of the they would definitely. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, I'll be shocked if they kill him. Wade, I'd be ripped on for my Taurus judge until I show them that what they were intended to be used for. 5 shredded milk jugs inside of 10 yards in less than 4 seconds. That 15 aimed 9mm projectiles downrange. I have never owned or even shot the Judge, or what's the one that Smith & Wesson offers? I'd rather have the Taurus, honestly, because it's like half the price and it's just as good of a gun. But yeah, anything that you can, shoot 45 long Colt or whatever, and then put a 410 shotgun shell in it. Nope, Wade, I would never rip on you for your Judge. Wade, I would consider buying the blonde AK until I saw the new Rock River Arms LR-47. High quality AR-15 that uses AK magazine 7.62x39. Ben N. Hi from India. And I can say to Ben, hello there, welcome, morning. I'm just going to go with morning. Sharky, screw tube, but proud to be the replacement thumbnail. I like The Boys on Prime. It's rather dark and violent. Oh, fuck it is. Oh my God. I mean, Jesus, what is it, like 5-10 minutes into the very first episode when Robin, that's all I need to say for everybody that's watched it. Oh, God. Sharky, the granddad of a friend of mine was a master gunsmith at the armory building AR-10s in Holland in the late 50s, and when he passed, he left my friend his lathe, tools, sketches, and plans. We've been looking for a replacement motor to get it up and running. Oof. Can you make your own stuff? Sharky, finally some guns and knives. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I wanted to make sure that this was better. Sharky, Fab Defense actually makes the KPOS chassis for the G17, G19, G21, Jericho 941 variants, SIG P226, P2022, CZ-P07 Duty, XD9, XD40, and the Beretta PX4 models. Hang on, I'm just going over to quickly take another look at it. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a...
Double tapper. I'm here today with Zal in the beautiful Czech Republic on a former military base. There's berms all around us, so it's perfectly safe to shoot. And I'm here today to talk about a brand new product, Capos Scout. As you can see, it's similar to the original Capos, but it's been upgraded. First of all, it's a hybrid of polymer and metal, so it's very light. It's very easy to assemble. As you can see, it comes in multiple colors, and there'll be a non-NFA style with a brace, so there won't be any paperwork required. Now, as I mentioned, it's very easy to assemble. Let me show you how to do that right now. This weapon has been checked and is safe. So all you need to do is insert this, make sure that the rails slide in to the place that holds them in, and then you close it up, and it's ready to go. Has an AR style cocking handle, lots of real estate for optics, place for lights and lasers, and room for a foregrip. Now, let's shoot it and see how it shoots.
I don't know. Should we? Should we not? Grab another beer? Let's do this. I like that. I like that. Obviously, this guy's just...
great. It's an amazing platform. I really like it. Check out our website, and we'll see you in the next video.
Obviously, that guy is stupid because, after all, it's just a pistol. I mean, I don't know. Mr. 27, can you get some real brew babes, not ones that are filled with plastic, please? Mr. 27, 61st. Wheels and levers. After few beers, Matt's hat doesn't bother me too much, but I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Mike, here. Cheers, Mike. Mike again. Christopher got his package from me on Saturday. I gotta check in with him, see what he thinks. Cobra, The Boys is phenomenal. I binge-watched Season 1 and 2 again before Season 3. It is picked up for another season. COVID slowed down filming, I do believe, but hope it's out there. Cobra. Matt probably still smells the Limburger cheese order. Cobra. 5.56 pistol would be cool. Oh wait, I have one. Looks similar to an SBR except for no tax stamp required. Stormy Coyote. Not a near-death experience, but I used to play around with a Ouija board when I was a kid. Most of the time we used it, not much happened. Then there was this one time, you know, where you ask the spirit, you're talking to prove it's really there, and then it does, and you still remember that afternoon over 20 fucking years later, like it was yesterday. Yeah, laugh out loud. Cobra says classic. I kind of want to hear about it now. Cobra says shot. Vodka. Oh, God. Why? What? Oh, I'm sorry. And I didn't see you standing there. See, the beautiful part, Cobra, is I could have easily taken the vodka out of this bottle and put water in it. Right about now, I kind of wish I did. But it has that slightly vanilla smell. Again, what was it about the little bubbles? I don't know. I can't remember ever trying that with water. Can you do you get the little bubbles that get, because you know, if you look, you got those ones that like look like they get captured. See, I like vodka, but I put vodka in my lemonade, my orange juice, my Bloody Mary mix, spicy V8. I've never really just been a fan of just doing a shot of vodka. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, I found something, Cobra. I'm not even sure how fucking old it even is, but when it finally makes its way into a video, if you even remember that moment in time. So, yeah, cheers. Ah. My projectile is turning silver. And is it? Yeah, I know. I need to get my vagina ironed. Cobra had the last comment 16 hours ago. Now we are heading to the club. And there's only 2 of you here. Smile money. Still time. Just leaving work. Cheers. Two-hearted Ale Club. Two-hearted Ed Club. Two-hearted cheers. I'm just gonna, yeah. We better talk about this. Actually, the only other one right now is J-Dog saying Heart Club, Mr. Holster. And if I click on this and you text me whiskey, you know, yeah, Galactica Double IPA. It's not. I mean, it's not a bad one. Don't get me wrong. It's fairly smooth. It doesn't have a lot of dry bitter. little bit of that tropical fruitiness to it. Doesn't really end on a nice, strong, bready biscuit finish that I like. And last time I gave it a 10, and this time I'm giving it a 9. So I don't know if the batch changed or just that I honestly just a little bit more particular now about my IPAs. I know, well, what was it, 6 years ago? That's 6 years ago is the last as when I reviewed this. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button one more time, and then I'm gonna go edit this, and I'm gonna kill something on the grill, and I'm gonna pray that the propane doesn't run out. J-Dog, you got the last comment, and again, I ask, would anybody, if it didn't make a difference to you, I was just gonna hand you this gun, and it could either have these grips or the stock grips. What would you choose? Because it is absolutely a no-brainer to me. That's just, I think we should have a basement pop